Yo. I'm here with the video finally. Last night was a complete bust. Man, y'all was getting so frustrated with this video. I just was like, yo, fuck it. But yeah, I got the notes here. So let's just get into it. Now, Aries being the first sign, I have Andrew. I don't know if like it's accurate or not, but I believe Andrew was the first to become a disciple of Christ. Y'all could correct me in the comments, but that's what I got. I have also the name. His name actually means manly, strong, stubborn, just as Aries is depicted. Manly, as far as being manly, I mean, come on. Aries is the god of war, or better yet, Mars represents the god of war, Aries, which Aries is also represented by Mars. So it gets no more, it gets no manlier than that. As far as Taurus, Taurus is represented in the Bible as Solomon the Zealot, which Simon was actually, he was actually a political figure. Now, in conjunction with that, him being a political figure, it would cause for him to use his voice more, which Taurus is actually the sign that rules over the voice, the neck, and I believe the lungs. Gemini is represented in the Bible as Thomas. Thomas is one of the disciples who actually had a twin. So that's where I came up with that whole the whole thing of Thomas being Gemini. Cancer is represented in the Bible as Thaddeus. Thaddeus was, or better yet, his name means large-hearted, courageous, beloved, dear to the heart, which oftentimes whenever a person is considered to be a very sensitive person, just as Cancer is a very sensitive sign. A lot of the people that are under that sign are considered to be very sensitive people, whether they want to admit or not. But that's pretty much where I got I got the correlations between Thaddeus and Cancer. As far as Leo is represented in the Bible as Philip. Philip is his name means beloved, loving. Leos are very loving and attention seekers. In the Bible, Philip, he lived with Jesus for 3 years. I mean, you can take that as him seeking his attention, or pretty much always wanting to be around, which a lot of times, like Leos, often, like pretty much like whenever we want to, yeah, I'm a Leo. Whenever we want somebody's attention, we always try to stay around or like get close to that person. Nathaniel in the Bible is the representation of Virgo, that being his name is God has given. Now, God has given his son Christ to the Virgin Mary. So, I mean, you could take that as a correlation to that. That's pretty much what I got from that. Libra, Matthew. Matthew is, his name means gift of Jehovah, which Matthew, he was a tax collector for the Romans, which kind of put his, kind of like tipped the scale when it comes to him and his people, because his people started to despise him because he was working with the Romans. Scorpio, I have Judas, Issachar. The reason being is that Scorpio deals with death and rebirth. Judas was the reason of Christ's crucifixion, and also at the same token, he was also a great contributor of the resurrection, because if you didn't have the Christ being crucified, then you would never have the resurrection according to the Bible. Sagittarius is represented as James the Lesser. The key concept of Sagittarius is the quest of truth. James was picked personally by Jesus, and he also witnessed Jesus' ascension. So that correlation right there, like the ultimate truth, the truth was that the word and the resurrection, like that fulfilled according to the prophecy. It brought everything to truth, or it made everything true according to the prophecy in the Bible. Capricorn. Capricorn is represented by Peter. Peter name means stone, rock. Peter is sometimes referred to as the gatekeeper of heaven. Like Peter, Capricorn key concept is responsibility, structure, protecting the integrity. I mean, you could take it right there, like him being the gatekeeper, that's protecting the integrity of heaven. Now, Aquarius. Aquarius is represented in the Bible by John. The key concept of Aquarius is to protect and preserve the needs of the group, which John, becoming Saint John, he protected as well as preserved the word of Christ. So that's pretty much what I got from that. Pisces. Now Pisces is pretty much like, this was like actually it was more of a vague one. It was very vague because I got it because James, or sometimes he was called Jacob, which his name means one that takes by the heel. Now, Pisces rule the feet. So when you read, or pretty much when you look up his name, the meaning of his name, it pretty much tell you that the heel, it represents Pisces. I mean, it may be a vague example, but that's pretty much how I got his name, like, or the correlation of him and like Pisces, which it seems like, yo, it's vague, but it's actually like you would have never guessed if you didn't do if you never like did the definition of the names. That's why I have the definition of the names, as well as the like certain things that they've done in the Bible, pretty much. Now, this is the last zodiac, Ophiuchus, but it's not in the proper order. Pisces is actually the last zodiac, but I have Ophiuchus because I wanted to add that in there, that being the 13th zodiac, which Jesus Christ is actually the 13th disciple under God. And Jesus' name, Jesus Christ, means Jah has salvation and the anointed one. The reason I came up with Ophiuchus is because Ophiuchus is the serpent bearer. Jesus was considered to be the wisest of all of them. Of course, they followed him. I mean, that's enough said. But also, Ophiuchus is actually the ruler of the indoctrine system. And the indoctrine system is actually it's pretty much the glands throughout the body, which represents in the spiritual text as the chakras. In the Bible, there's a verse that said that the Son sat in the right hand of the Father, and the seals begin to open. The 7 seals begin to open, and the 7 seals, of course, it represents the chakras. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how I came up with it. I mean, like, yo, you have to be very, very deeply rooted into in the zodiac as well as astrology to understand the Bible anyway. But there's going to be a lot more information that I like touch, because like I want to go more in depth in the Christ character, and I want to go more into like different like conjunctions that they mentioned in the Bible. One being in the beginning, which it said that the heavens and the oceans were undivided. They had to divide the oceans. That's pretty much a conjunction between Neptune and Uranus. But I'm not going to get too far into that. I'm going to have to catch you on the next video. But hopefully y'all learned something from this.